In this video, I'm going to share with you a really powerful coordination exercise that will help you with mastering dynamics or loudness and softness of songs. Even if you're a complete beginner, this video will be for you. And if you watch until the end, I will provide you another really helpful resource that will help you continue in your piano journey. So for this particular exercise, I will give you a small exercise that you have to learn first for each hand, and then we'll get into the actual coordination part of it. So here we have the right hand. Now in music and piano, the fingers have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the thumb being number 1 and 5 being pinky, and same for the left hand. Thumb is number 1, goes 2, 3, 4, 5. And C is the white key to the left of the two black keys, and then from there it just goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the next C, and so on and so forth. That's pretty much all you would need to know as a beginner to follow along with this video. So for the right hand, here's what you would need to do. So the right hand thumb is going to start with C. The two fingers then are going to go to D. And I'm playing one note at a time. So when I play C, when I play D, I'm going to let go of C. My middle finger is going to play E. My fourth finger or my ring finger is going to play F. And then my pinky is going to play G. So it just goes one note at a time. And then we'll go back down. So we'll go straight to fourth finger for F, third finger for E, two finger for D, and then thumb for C. And then we'll just loop it right back up. What the left hand is going to do, so this is middle C, so C is the key to the closest to the middle of the keyboard. The left hand is going to start with the C below middle C. So my right hand will be here, my left hand will be here. The left hand is going to play the same exact notes, but the fingering is going to be different. The left hand is going to start with the fifth finger, since the fifth finger is the lowest finger here. So we'll do fifth finger for C, fourth finger for D, third finger for E, two finger for F, one finger for G, and then it goes back down, two finger for F, third finger for E, fourth finger for D, and fifth finger for C, and then you're just going to loop it. If you have to break this video up, that's perfectly fine. If you need to practice the right hand by itself and the left hand and then come back to this video, that works as well. So what's going to end up happening is we will play them both together. So this is the first layer of coordination between left and right hand, because at any given moment, the right and left hand will be playing at the same time, but they may be playing different things. So this is a good entryway into being able to tap into that split thinking skill. So what's going to happen is we're going to play both hands together with the same notes. And the way that works is right hand thumb on C, left hand pinky on C, right hand two finger, left hand fourth finger on D. So you may have to go a little slow. Third fingers for both hands on E. Right hand fourth finger, left hand two finger on F. and then right hand pinky, left hand thumb on G. And then you just come back down. Left hand 2 finger, right hand 4th finger for F. Both 3rd fingers will be on E. Right hand 2 finger, left hand 4th finger for D. Right hand thumb, left hand pinky on C. So you'll be playing same notes, same time, but the fingers might be a little different. So by the time you've gotten comfortable with this exercise, you'll be playing like this. Nice and slow. Speed doesn't matter as much for this exercise, so don't worry about trying to get it really fast. That's not the goal here. So even if you had to go slower, that's perfectly fine. So this is the first part of the exercise. Now we're going to get into dynamic changes. Before I get into that, I do want to bring to your attention that I do have a free piano in 3 steps video that goes over how to get your foot in the door as a complete beginner, from naming the keys to the basics of chords and playing both hands together. If you want access to that video, there's a link in the description box to sign up for it. It's completely free, and then you'll be able to go from there. So just make sure that you sign up for that before you leave this particular tutorial. Now, why is learning about dynamics in terms of like loudness and softness really important in music? Because it brings out the message or the expression of whatever song you're trying to learn, right? Or that you're trying to play. And for a lot of people who are not classically trained, they may not be trained to be able to control the dynamics between left and right hand. So what ends up happening is sometimes when you're playing a melody, sometimes the chords can overpower the melody when the melody should be the prominent playing portion of the song. And then the chords that the left hand is playing should be kind of in the background. But a lot of people don't really know how to separate those two because they were never actually, sat down and taught how to change dynamics between hands. It can be very difficult to do if you're not trained to do it. So let's say if I was to play, let's say, what is this? Moonlight Sonata, right? Do you see how loud? I'm actually just moving this over so you can see what I'm playing here. You don't have to see the whole thing, but if I was to try to play Moonlight Sonata with the left hand being at the same volume as the right hand, you may not be able to hear the melody as clearly. Sorry. Right? So it kind of sounds overpowering, but what I can do is I can back off the left hand and bring out the right hand. So listen to how different it sounds. So that is the goal we're trying to achieve here, right? But again, a lot of people aren't able to do it because it's like a different level of split thinking. So with this exercise that we've just learned, we're going to teach how to separate loudness and softness between the hands. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the right hand being louder and the left hand being softer. So it would sound something like this. When you first try to do it, it might be really, really difficult. So this is why we're doing this exercise. The first thing I want you to do is, and I want you to go slow with this, is when you are playing each hand, right, or each note, play the right hand very loudly and only tap the note. Like you see, I'm just tapping. I'm not actually playing the note with my left hand. I'm just going to go like this, right? Because this is training my brain to be able to start to separate the dynamics. I'm going to do the same thing with D. I'm going to play very, very loudly with my right hand and just tap like that with my left hand. Right? You may have to go a little slow with this because, again, it takes a lot of focus, but that's the idea. Once you get it down, it's easy to do it after this. Same thing with E. Play loudly with the right hand, tap with the left hand. And then F. Play loudly with the right hand, tap with the left hand. Right? Same thing with G. Loud right hand, tap left hand. So you're going to start the exercise with just doing that. And once you've done it a couple of times and you've gotten comfortable with it, then what you do is you do the same thing, play the right hand loudly, but play the left hand note halfway. So I'm not even really playing the note, I'm just going to just bring it down. Right? So then I'm going to do that a few times until I get comfortable with it. And then I'm going to go fully with the left hand, but still play soft. So you may not be able to hear it, but that same softness that I was playing when I was tapping it, I'm going to do that with the left hand. I'm going to still play loudly with my right hand. Oops. And we're going to go slow, because it does take a little bit of focus. And you do that enough times, you'll be able to automatically separate the loud and softness, and then you'll be able to apply it in real-time songs. Then you do it the other way around, where you do the left hand loud and the right hand soft. So right? You do that a few times, and then same thing where you basically hit hard with the left hand, go halfway with the right hand. So you're kind of giving it extreme opposites. And then once you do that a few times, then go play all the way down with the right hand, but just play soft. So it's a simple exercise to get you acclimated to being able to control your dynamics and loudness and softness between hands as you're working with real-time songs. I did mention I was going to give you a surprise video. I'm going to provide it in the top right corner here. It's another video on powerful coordination exercises for the piano, and then I think that will be helpful to you as well. If this tutorial was helpful, please subscribe, turn on the notification bar, and make sure that you like it, because when you like the videos, it helps get more views. And make sure that you have any questions, just put them in the comments section. That engagement will help, and I'll make sure to respond. So thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture. Take care.